All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive. This time, we're exploring this fascinating concept we keep seeing pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
And that is moments of grace.
Okay.
Now you might be thinking, is this some kind of religious thing? Is this
Right.
something kind of esoteric?
Yeah.
And I gotta say, at first I was a little confused too.
Yeah.
But as we dug into the source material, we realized it's actually something much more grounded and I think universally relatable.
Yeah. Totally.
So to give you a little taste,
Yeah.
this concept of moments of grace seems to be all about finding beauty and peace in simple everyday things,
Yeah.
and especially in the connection between nature and fashion.
Interesting.
Now, you might be wondering, what do those two things have to do with each other?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
Absolutely. And the source material really emphasizes, really paints these vivid pictures of nature.
Yeah.
Fields of wildflowers, lush green forests. Like you're really there.
I love that.
It wants you to feel that connection.
Yeah, it's so interesting because when you think of fashion, you often think of like runways,
Right, yeah.
big cities,
So-
and all this kind of like hustle and bustle. But what we're seeing in this moments of grace idea is almost the opposite of that.
It's like a counter movement almost.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about slowing down,
Yeah,
taking a breath,
right.
and appreciating the simple things.
I love that. So how does fashion actually tie into this then?
Well, the sources describe these long flowing dresses.
Okay.
Like imagine like a beautiful linen dress just swaying in the breeze.
Yeah.
And they talk about how these garments can almost make you feel more graceful and serene just by wearing them.
Oh, that's so interesting.
And there's actually some psychology behind that.
Really?
Yeah, like think about how you feel when you put on like a really well-tailored suit
Oh, yeah.
or a power dress.
Yeah.
You stand up a little straighter.
Feel good.
You feel more confident. Yeah. And it's the same idea here.
I've never thought of it that way. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's like the clothes almost influence your state of mind.
That's really fascinating.
And this moments of grace style also emphasizes these really natural colors,
Okay, like what?
like blacks, blues, browns, beiges.
Yeah.
It's all very earthy and muted.
I'm just picturing it in my head now. It's beautiful.
Right. And again, there's a reason for those choices.
Like that color psychology.
Exactly.
Right.
Like think about how blue often makes you feel calm and peaceful.
Yeah.
It's like the color of the sky or the ocean.
Right.
And then brown is very grounding.
Yeah.
It reminds you of the earth.
It's like bringing the outdoors in.
Exactly. It's all very intentional.
So it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling good too.
Exactly. It's about creating a whole mood and a lifestyle.
And I think what I'm picking up on here is that comfort plays a big role as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Because if you're going to be out in nature, you don't want to be constricted by like tight clothing or uncomfortable fabrics.
Right. You want to be able to move freely,
Yeah.
breathe deeply,
Yeah.
and just be present in the moment.
And the sources actually use the words modesty and comfort as like cornerstones of this style.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Because in a world that's often so focused on, showing off
Right.
and being flashy,
Yeah.
this is almost like a rebellion against that.
It's like saying, hey, you know what? I don't need all that
Exactly.
to feel good and confident.
Yeah, and it's not about hiding yourself. It's
Yeah.
about feeling comfortable in your own skin
Yeah. I like
and letting your inner beauty shine through.
So it's not just about the clothes themselves, it's about the mindset behind them.
Right, it's about a way of life.
Now, my favorite part of all of this is the idea of grace in the quiet details.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in a world that's so fast-paced and noisy,
Right.
we often forget to slow down and appreciate the little things.
Totally.
And this concept is almost like a reminder to do that.
Yeah, it's like how often do you actually stop to notice the way light filters through the leaves?
Right.
Or the way the wind makes the grass sway?
Right.
These are the moments of grace that are happening all around us.
It's like they're hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
And if we're not paying attention,
Yeah,
we miss them.
we totally miss them.
It's like, I don't know if you have this, but sometimes I get so caught up in my to-do list
Uh-huh.
and all the things I need to get done that I forget to actually look up and see the beauty that's right in front of me.
Yeah, I totally get that.
And I feel like that's what this whole moments of grace thing is about, like snapping us out of that
Absolutely.
and reminding us to be present.
It's about mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's about being aware of your surroundings
Right.
and appreciating the small things.
And I love that it connects it back to fashion, because I feel like what we wear can really affect our mood.
Totally.
Right. And how we feel about ourselves.
Yeah, and it can also be a way to express our values.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like if you choose to wear clothes that are made sustainably
Right.
or that are made from natural fibers,
Yeah.
that's a statement about what you care about.
That's so true.
And it can also be a way to connect with nature even when you're not, literally in nature.
I love that. So what would you say, like, if someone's listening to this and they're thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how do I actually bring this into my life?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Like, what's the first step?
Well, I think the first step is just awareness.
Okay.
Like, start paying attention to those moments of grace that are already happening around you.
Like, just stop and smell the roses kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. Like, take a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Notice the way the sunlight filters through the leaves.
Right.
Listen to the birds singing.
And then from there.
And then from there, maybe you start incorporating some of these principles into your wardrobe.
Okay.
Like maybe you choose to buy clothes that are made from natural fibers.
Yeah.
Or that have a more flowy, relaxed silhouette.
Yeah.
And you start paying attention to the colors you're wearing.
I think that's something I'm definitely going to start doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I never really thought about how the colors I wear can affect my mood, but
Yeah, it's powerful.
yeah, it totally makes sense.
And it's not about throwing out your whole wardrobe and starting over.
Yeah.
It's about making small, intentional changes
I love that.
that feel good for you.
It's like building a more mindful wardrobe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I really like that. And I think the last thing we should touch on is that this isn't just for women.
Oh, absolutely.
This moments of grace concept.
It's for everyone.
Yeah, it's for everyone.
It's about finding beauty and peace in the simple things.
Yeah.
And that's something that anyone can do.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel so inspired after this deep dive.
Me too.
I feel like I need to go buy some linen dresses and go for a walk in the woods.
That sounds lovely.
I know, right? Well, that's all the time we have for today, but
Yeah.
we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Did this spark any ideas for you?
How are you finding your own moments of grace?
Let us know in the comments below.
And until next time.
Keep seeking those moments of beauty and peace in the everyday.
Yeah, they're all around you.
Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.